This is Tim Boss. I wanted to share a little information with you today about W.D. GANN. Now, W.D. GANN was a very remarkable individual. He was a very prominent trader during the first half of the 20th century. He traded stocks and he traded commodities, some options as well. Developed quite a remarkable reputation, not only as a trader, but as a teacher of trading as well. He authored courses to train individuals on how to be more expert in the markets and how to get better results from their trading. Now, W.D. GANN was quite an extraordinary individual, not only because he was enormously accurate in his forecasting, but he also amassed an amazing track record with his own performance in the markets. And through that experience of trading in the markets, he was able to exhibit a very deep and profound understanding of the hidden inner workings of the markets and what really made things tick. That was one of his biggest concerns. And so he investigated things from a much deeper perspective than was typical for his day or even for today as well. So he really stands out. W.D. GANN was a remarkable figure who set high standards for market investigation and amassed some very, very esoteric knowledge in terms of how the markets work and how we can take advantage of those hidden workings of the markets. Now, he was very clear about maintaining a certain amount of secrecy about his methodology, and that's what's made him so fascinating here about 60 or so years after his death. He's died in 1955, but the lore that stands around his work is quite interesting, as well as the number of books that he published, and of course we have copies of his training programs and courses and newsletters and things like that he published during his lifetime. Because he was very private about some of his methods, there's a lot of mystery surrounding exactly what he was doing and how he was doing it. And so there's been a lot of interest over the years then in trying to decipher W.D. GANN's work. It's fairly complex to get into, but very, very rewarding when you do. Now, I personally was about 7 years old when W.D. GANN died, so it took me about 25 years or so before I was even aware that he existed or had existed, and start to take a look at his work and to begin to study that. I've been at it for some time since that point, about 41 years or so of looking into GANN's work and trying to understand it from a deeper level. It's been a very, very enriching and rewarding experience. Lots of complications along the way. And along the way, what I've tried to do is capture some of what I've learned. In 2009, I published a little book called GANN Secrets Revealed as I began to understand some of the key dynamics that he was working with. And more recently, we came out with our GANN Plan Trading Success 101 course as kind of an introductory course to W.D. GANN and his methods and how they are applied to the markets. But things haven't stopped there. I've continued to do more reading and research and pondering and applying the GANN methods in my own work. And quite honestly, it's amazing how much more there is to W.D. GANN's studies and the remarkable things that he came up with. So we've had some major breakthroughs in understanding how GANN's methods really work. And that's why I wanted to connect with you today and let you know that we're developing more information here and are eager to share that with you. That's why we're putting together this brief series of videos to introduce you to some of the key things that we're discovering about the inner workings of GANN's methodologies. And so I wanted to make this connection here today because I'm convinced that if you will take the time to investigate a little bit more about W.D. GANN, who he was, what he was doing, and how it can be applied to the markets today, you'll get very, very big benefits for yourself. First and foremost, you'll enhance the confidence that you bring to the experience of trading. If you're engaged in the markets right now, that boost in confidence will make you clearer about when to take trades and how to measure the risks involved. If you're not actively trading, this may be what you need to get the confidence to begin the process. Depends on where you are in the mix there, so to speak. But certainly it will enhance your timing ability in the markets. You'll have a great deal more certainty about when to enter a trade and when to get out of a trade, when to buy, when to sell, and understand the key levels of price dynamics in the markets. You'll also experience some of those more hidden dynamics that underlie the real mechanics of trading, and as you begin to assimilate those and use them in your own trading, you'll reap enormous benefits, not only in terms of the potential financial rewards, but this can literally change your life and certainly change the quality of your life as you become more confident in the markets and learn to use these WD-GAN techniques that not many traders actually apply. There's a lot of discussion about GAN in the markets, and some traders use certain aspects of what he did, but the approach that we're taking here in opening up some of these bigger breakthroughs is really quite remarkable, and we're persuaded that it can make very, very big and beneficial results for you should you want to get engaged with that. And I'm here today to encourage you to do just that, to take a look at this GAN material. So I think you'll be delighted if you take the time to watch the little series of videos that we're putting together here for you. We'll be coming out with another video here in just a few days from now, and in that one what we're going to do is focus on the one single thing that WD-GAN felt was most important in understanding how the markets work, and the one thing that in fact triggers the big moves in the markets that can give us the trading success in really truly rewarding fashion. So that's going to be our focus of our next video. So we want to be sure to be connected here and watch for that. We'll send out an email when we get that one ready to go for you, so that you'll be able to be the first in line to watch it when it's available. But in the meantime, I'd really appreciate it if you do me a favor. Comment here. There's a space down here somewhere where you can leave a comment. Take a moment, leave me a comment. Tell me a couple things. Tell me about yourself and your own trading experience, because I want to relate to you and make sure that we can provide you with the information that's most helpful about trading and about WD-GAN in specific. So if you've got particular goals or challenges in your trading, be sure to mention those. And also let me know what you'd like to know about WD-GAN and WD-GAN methodologies in trading. This is a vast subject. As I say, we're creating this little series of videos here as we put together more and more advanced training materials with WD-GAN. So we want to make sure that we can address your questions and your concerns. So just take a couple of moments here, leave me a comment, and let me know what we can do to help you the most in understanding WD-GAN. There's a lot to learn here, but there's some very, very big rewards as well, and I'm delighted to be able to share some of those with you in this series of videos on WD-GAN. This is Tim Boss. Thanks so much for taking time to join me here today.